Bunny,
boing.
bunny, bunny, bunny.
I learned that birds aren't mammals.
Okay. Wait, Mom. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
She doesn't know that I'm just gonna read the whole time. This is what I would do to make myself smaller.
Good morning, everybody. So I kind of have been talking to you about this new cleaning routine that I've been doing, and I thought I'd kind of show you how a run through on our day works. Just in our regular vlog style, but to show you how I break it down and how it works for me. So first thing I do is get dressed in the morning after we have breakfast, which I didn't show breakfast. It was donuts today. It was nothing fancy. I'm out of breath. I went up the stairs. And I also got a lap book piece together for Ireland because she's been learning about turtles. So I wanted to get that planned out and ready for her. So I was researching some videos and some lap book pieces so we can get a little more in-depth on our turtle studies. And from the last couple of days of all the research and stuff that I've been doing, the house is a little bit in disorder. So I wanted to show you how it works to not stress and not worry about it. So right now this morning, I'm not worrying about it. I'm gonna focus on my main things I need to get done and get into the kids' homeschool day. First thing I'm gonna do is get dressed. It's done. It's not perfect, but that's not the point. The point is to just get it made. So that's pretty much how our mornings go. It's just getting up, getting dressed. Aspen's wild man who's not dressed yet. So
Hello.
say hi. Good morning.
Boink, boink.
Boink,
Bunny,
boink.
bunny, 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 bunny.
Full of energy. Oh, it's hopping all around. So what I try to get done in the mornings is just get that basic stuff done, and then I get each of the kids dressed before I start their school day. They just kind of lounge around, do their thing. Good morning, good morning. So before I get Aspen dressed and get his school day going, I'm gonna tackle the dishes and throw in a load of laundry because it needs it. You're gonna help?
Mom could, maybe later I'm gonna leave all my games, then download a new game when my other games get old, because they can be old.
Before I start any other chores though, you guys, this has to stop. Time I have the dishes all stacked up, that first load of laundry in, my coffee's ready to drink, and my dishes are ready to be done. So I'm gonna drink a little bit of my coffee, read a couple pages in my book, and then we're gonna tackle these dishes. Guys, kitchen's done. I have a load waiting to dry in my dryer, but it always or in my wash machine, but it always takes 2 dry cycles for my towels. I got those dryer balls, and I've told you guys they're the best investment. but my towels still take 2 dry cycles. Everything else is cut down to 1 though, so that's really, really nice. Anyway, I'm gonna mark off what I've already done for the day, and then I'm gonna start Skylur's homeschool. Sometimes he'll let me film his homeschool if he's in the mood, sometimes he won't. I'm guessing today, since he has to work, he probably won't, so I'm gonna go get into his curriculum and then get started with the rest of our school day. All right guys, so Skylur and I finished up his school day. I'm gonna move on to the next kid. I think it's gonna be T. She has a doctor's appointment. She hasn't been feeling good the last couple of days, so she's had a sore throat, kind of sinuses going on. My guess is she has a sinus infection. She had her tonsils taken out several years back. She used to get strep throat all the time, and I know that you can still get strep throat. It's just not as easy to catch when you don't have tonsils. So, and I don't think she's even been around anybody that had strep throat. So we're gonna get her school out of the way. This is the nice thing about our new curriculum is for the most part, except for a few things, we can do a lot of our school in a room with the door closed. We don't have Aspen running in and out, interrupting us. So we're up in my bedroom with the door locked, getting ready to do school so nobody can bug us. And Zane's in the middle of taking his bath. Then we're gonna hit some preschool, I think, probably before I have to take Skylur to work. We are learning about Shakespeare. John, the other son, left his father's home about the year 1551 and shortly afterwards is found residing in the neighboring and comparatively large borough of Stratford-on-Avon. Oh, we are going to continue on with America the Beautiful. We're studying Alabama, so we're going to look at chapter 1, Stars Fell on Alabama. More than 150 years ago in 1833, nature treated Alabama to a spectacular fireworks show. So first we're going to look at the history of the Associated Press and what that's about. Associated Press was created in 1848 in New York City by 6 local publishers. Right, so we're going to break T's school day off. She wants to get ready for her doctor's appointment and stuff like that. And then we'll come back to it when she gets back for the day. I'll probably bring her in right before or right after I finish up Zane's, or right before I do Zane's, I guess, because he likes to go last, you guys. So we keep him last for the day. Anyway, I'm gonna go take a quick break, read a couple pages in my book, and then I'm gonna get Aspen ready to do his school day.
Oh, hey guys, I'm gonna show you my funny trick I was showing you.
So guys, this is what Aspen is doing for school today. So this game, and the reason I'm letting him do it, is this game has a lot of problem solving skills. On this game, I don't know if you guys have seen it, I can't remember what it's called, but they have to like use reasoning and skills to try to open doors and complete levels. All right, so part of the reason that I'm letting Aspen do something like that is for him, he's only 3, so preschool is very laid back for him. I want him to keep that love of learning. I don't want to push and force that learning too soon. Anyway, T's at the doctor. Sky is getting ready to go to work, so I'm gonna stop our school day at this point. What'd you do, dump out your whole flavor pack? Oh, you did too. Anyway, before I have to take Sky to work, I'm gonna go ahead and put away some clean laundry, switch out a load. Matt's making dinner tonight, so I think he said roasted chicken. Skylur and I are headed out the door because we're about to go take him to work. And then we need to finish up our homeschool day, and I have kids that have done chores to earn themselves a soda today, and I have another one asking for a chore. So now I need to come up with a chore for him to do to earn a soda. All right, so T and I are back in my bedroom. We're gonna finish up her school day. We still have to go down to the schoolroom and do some math and psychology. That's what we're doing right now. And drinking coffee while I'm drinking coffee.
I'm drinking Sprite.
And how was your doctor's appointment?
Good, I'm not sick.
Yeah.
I could have a cold.
Cold, they said, but that's good. No strep so far as we know.
Yeah, it could come back. I do have it.
Continuity of the classical tradition has been, until the 20th century, one of the most striking aspects of Western art. Introduction to the Scientific Study of Life, Chapter 1. This is actually really interesting. I read this to Skylur earlier, so you should find some interesting facts. Life in the trees. It is just after dawn in a eucalyptus forest in southeastern Australia. So T and I just had a heart attack moment because I dropped the camera onto my wood floor, but I think it's still working. I've had really bad luck the last couple of days with this. So you said you liked the new biology program. We're doing much better.
Yeah.
I think it's more interactive and a little more
boring.
interesting to listen to, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what was your favorite part about what you learned today?
I learned that birds aren't mammals.
Yeah, and so that opened us up to do what?
Animal classification.
Yeah, because I didn't know you've never learned animal
I
classification.
learned that in school.
So we're starting Ireland's school day in the schoolroom.
We gotta do the
And
pencil sharpener, and it works great. Look at this. Picture one of yours this long and just breaks with the normal pencil sharpener. And it is awesome. I found my pencil, Mom. It's in my room. Did you find it?
No, I didn't.
It was on my bed in a car.
Oh, I moved the car. I didn't check for a pencil. So we're going to start with Ireland. She's been working on these fact family pages.
Mommy, I'm getting neater.
You are.
And guess what, guys? I'm reading a book, Belle.
Yep, you're reading
I'm reading
pages.
it to Mommy.
You are, aren't you? Because you're learning to read. So yeah, she's doing these fact family pages where she gets the whole number is 13 and then what the parts of it are, 6 and 7. And then she has to break it down into addition and subtraction problems. All right, so part of some of what the younger kids do is they also play games to work on their addition and subtraction facts. So she's building ice cream. All right, so Braxen and I are going to start his school day because Ireland's downstairs working on her math game. So we're going to start out with Spanish today. Okay, so we're going to learn our first word today, and it means home. La casa.
La casa.
I want you to create a sentence using the word la casa.
I'm currently sitting in my la casa.
Very nice. We were learning about Buddy, the first seeing eye dog. For years, Dorothy Eudes had come to admire German Shepherd dogs above all other breeds. Bionics is not a modern idea. Old myths tell of bionic heroes and gods. The North god Thor, the Thunderer, had iron gloves. We're learning about the guitar. So, a popular instrument.
Guitar.
Guitar. Answer this.
What?
Who's the coolest musician in a rock band?
The drummer.
Okay. Okay, so we were doing drug awareness on steroids. Alice encounters amazing creatures and takes incredible journeys. Unfortunately, like this make-believe character, some athletes are unable to distinguish fantasy from reality. Stories were what frightened people worst of all. Dreadful stories they were about hanging and walking the plank in storms at sea in the dry Tortugas, and wild deeds in places on the Spanish Main. By his own account, he must have lived his life among some of the wickedest men that God had ever allowed upon the sea.
What?
We're doing school.
Yeah!
Break it down.
Rise.
Good.
Belle leaves the castle. Wolves surround her. She is in danger.
Good job.
The beast arrives. He fights the wolves. He saves Belle.
Yay! You did it!
Let's see what the next page is.
Ooh, no sneak peeking. This is about verbs. We're going to learn what is a verb. That's what we're going to learn. So, to root, to toot, to parachute. What is a verb?
Root, to toot, to parachute.
For a fish, make a design on a cup or a dish, take out the garbage, or sharpen your knife. Verbs are a part of your everyday life.
It's rhyme.
It is. So we learned about verbs. So I'm going to give you a sentence and you tell me which one the verb is. I want to jump over the wall.
Jump.
Very nice. Good job. Once upon a time, a poor woodcutter lived on the edge of a dark forest with his little son and daughter, Hansel and Gretel, and a new wife. Yana lay back in the hospital bed and dropped into a deep sleep from the drugs she had been given by the doctor. Then the image disappeared as fast as a candle blows out in the haven of the Celestial Valley. Wooly and Valinor and the Celestial Unicorns had helped him send Ariana and her unicorn to safety on the other side of the gap. We've been studying turtles. We read a book on turtles.
And
You watched a video. I actually am going to have a turtle game for you to play.
Yay!
But not today.
Aww.
Today we're going to do a worksheet, okay? And then we're going to learn true or false. We're going to write the truth under the flap. So, is it true or false that turtles take good care of their eggs and babies?
Yes, they do for a little bit, and well, no.
No, it's false.
They go off into the river.
That's right, so it's false. So you're gonna see this word. This one's true, this one's false. You're gonna write false right here. Babies, you're gonna write. Okay, so why don't you circle the one that's correct, and then you're gonna copy that word down on here.
And true.
And true, turtles don't have teeth. So then you're gonna write it in there, then you're gonna cut around
Put it over
these.
there, I'll grab it, okay?
Listen,
Yes.
you're gonna cut around these.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you're gonna glue. When you're ready to glue, you come get me. Okay, so actually you're gonna write on the other side. So don't write on it until after you've cut it out, and then I'll show you. Okay, so I'm gonna get you the letter K today.
Okay. Wait, Mom. Okay.
Okay. Okay. All right, so Braxen is finishing up his school day. He's gonna watch a video to refresh himself on multiplying fractions and mixed numbers. And then you have what? Dun, dun, dun. You have a quiz.
She doesn't know that. I'm just gonna read the whole time.
No.
Yes.
Because you're gonna show me what you get on the quiz. And we're gonna record it.
Yes.
So we are gonna start with a little bit of learning about what is a verb.
Okay.
Okay, so there's a rule to how this book works. So first we're gonna look at the definition of what a verb is. A verb is a word that shows action or being. So, I want to show you my dinosaur toys. What is the verb in that sentence? Thank you, Reed. Nice work.
Can I eat it? Show.
Good job. All right, so we've been learning about T-Rex. Powerful tail. Scientists once thought T-Rex stood upright like a kangaroo with its tail dragging behind. Okay, the 150 species of dinosaur did not all live at the same time. Dinosaur bones were found in rocks of different ages, varying from 220 to 65 million years old. As fauna, okay, if I said the word flora, what does that kind of sound like? Flora. Smells so pretty. I see it in
Florida.
I see it in the springtime. Flora is like plant life. Fauna is animals. Let's learn a little bit more about Hermes today. That's who we've been studying. So what happened last time with Hermes?
He crunched himself up. I'll show you what he did. He went.
Why did he do that?
Wait, this is what I would do to make myself smaller.
So why did he do that?
To hide.
To hide from who?
I forgot his name.
The sun god. His name was Apollo. My 50 cattle and I will give you a golden staff in addition for you to herd them with. It seems to me that I have to have this and to make music for rich feasts and lovely dances. So Apollo was upset that Hermes stole the cattle, and Hermes
And he wasn't.
pretended.
I'm trying to pull it out.
No, don't pull it out. We'll lose our place.
I know.
Hermes pretended that he was just a tiny baby and he couldn't do anything, but really because he was a god, he could grow really fast, right? And so he really could walk and talk, and Apollo knew that. So he took him to Zeus, remember that happened? And Zeus was both of their father. And Zeus told him he had to give Apollo the cattle back. So 2 of the cattle were dead, right? And Apollo was really what? What happened? He was mad about it. How did he become not angry anymore?
Because of the music. It was really beautiful, which I never got to hear it.
The musical instrument? What was the name of that musical instrument?
What?
What was the name of that musical instrument?
The harp.
Close, it's like a harp. It's called a lyre.
Lyre.
So, would you like to hear some lyre music the next time we do class so you can hear what it would have sounded like?
Sure.
And so then what did Apollo do? He asked Hermes to give him the lyre, right? And what did he offer him in return?
The cattle.
The cattle and something else. He was going to give him something else too because he loved it
A
so
golden
much.
staff.
A golden staff.
I would accept the golden staff.
And what did Hermes promise though?
He wouldn't steal the calves anymore.
He wouldn't steal anything from Apollo anymore, huh? And that they would be what?
I didn't hear it.
Friends like brothers should be. Do you know how many pennies are in $1? Do you know how many pennies?
100.
Very, very right. So Zane's finishing up his math day, working on a math worksheet. A little later than I expected in the evening that I normally do. Get the rest of my housework cleaned up. So I'm really gonna look at the night and see what kind of time I have left. We did a lot more in-depth work today, doing lap books with Ireland, stuff like that, kind of trying to find that stuff and pick it up. Hi, B. He's bringing his dishes out of his bedroom for me.
No!
He's like, no, I didn't get caught. Anyway, so I'm gonna kind of see where my night is. You're such a goofball. I'm gonna see where my night is and what I can get done yet for the night. With the time that I have left, because I still need to get in the writing room. I'm on that March deadline. We booked another convention, so it looks like we're gonna have 3 conventions that I'm gonna go to between between March and June, and then a book signing at a store. So when all those dates come down, I will leave them on, well, I'll let you guys know here, but I'll also leave them on the Facebook page in case you are in the area anywhere and want to attend those. All right, guys, so I thought I would get a lot more done this evening than I did. How it took me 40 minutes to do the things that I did tonight, although I did have to go help the kids out, so I'm guessing that's where some of my time got eaten away. This is what I got done. It's finished out here, so I'm gonna pick up where I left off tomorrow. I'm just gonna leave it. Tomorrow's Saturday, we don't have school with the kids, and I'm gonna let it go and get into my writing room and get some writing done, because that's what I need to get done. I have a March deadline, gotta get moving on it. There's not much that needs picked up. It's not too bad. A few toys here and there. I did pick up the dining room table a little bit as I was doing dishes tonight and stuff, so it's not too bad. It could look worse. I'll let it go until tomorrow.